face in the war between man and microbes.
Diana, a very good example is tuberculosis. In the 1970s, we thought it could be eradicated from the face of the earth. In the 1990s, however, New York developed a new strain of TB that was resistant to our best treatments. The hidden enemy won another round. Hepatitis, influenza, E. coli, tuberculosis, hantavirus, malaria, Ebola. Man and microbes have been at war for centuries. From the Black Death, the world's first pandemic, to the AIDS virus. Just when we think we're winning, a new and potentially devastating threat arises. The close conditions under which we live and work in New York City can facilitate the transmission of disease. But add to this poverty and the suppressed immune systems of the HIV positive, and that not only makes us ripe for new diseases, it also means the return of some diabolical old ones. Tuberculosis was on the verge of eradication in the 1970s, or so we thought.
The resurgence of tuberculosis, and especially multi-drug-resistant tuberculosis, occurred in 1990 in New York City.
Barry Kreisworth is director of the TB Center at Manhattan's Public Health Research Institute. He says the outbreak was more than 350 cases, and to everyone's horror, this new strain of tuberculosis did not respond to traditional antibiotics.
What we didn't realize was slowly the bacteria developed resistance to the antibiotics we were giving, and then on top of that, we had the AIDS epidemic.
Kreisworth says this time, the cost of getting TB back under control in New York City was $1 billion, and bacteria and viruses continue to mutate, rendering our most effective therapies obsolete.
There's always new emerging diseases. That's been the case since humanity began. But we're also keeping up a good race with new antibiotics and new antivirals and working out ways of dealing with the diseases. So I would say that it's a constant sort of tug of war between disease and man.
Deaths from infectious disease in the United States rose 58% between 1980 and 1992. After more than 15 years of research, a vaccine for the deadly AIDS virus is still years away. 29 new diseases have been reported in the last 25 years. As we struggle to hold the line against disease, we may always be outgunned, because a sad truth is that the deadliest viruses and diseases are only a plane ride away.
This is a global community, and that's why concerns about tuberculosis, Ebola, all the diseases that we always assume are in other countries, those become a problem to us because people travel, and with tuberculosis, you don't know who is infected. That's the biggest problem.
And another thing, when we destroy our rainforests, plants and animals carrying microbes that we have never seen before emerge. Researchers say some of them could spawn lethal diseases in large numbers of humans. Bill, Diana?
Kind of a scary place, this Earth of ours, isn't it?
We got to be careful.
Yeah,
Good, thanks very much.
Fascinating report. Thanks, Raj.
Weather that will make everybody feel very good and a bit warmer tomorrow.
A matter of degrees. Sam Champion is up next with his exclusive AccuWeather forecast. But first, we're going to take a look at tonight's winning New York lottery numbers that were drawn earlier this evening.
And for those of you holding New Jersey tickets, here are your winning numbers. And now, tonight's live drawing of Take 5.